Hi there, folks. Thank you for your time, and welcome to your first session with A Guide to the Queer Experience. Today we will be learning about pronouns. You may have seen people use pronouns online, or heard people using them in real life. These are, put simply, words we use to refer to each other in the third person. They are typically seen in the format referential, objective, and possessive. Referential being the first pronoun, and the word you would use to talk about someone at the beginning of a sentence. For example, she is eating lunch, or he is over there. The objective, or middle pronoun, is used when you're referring to a person indirectly as the object at the end of a sentence, such as, I want to sit with them, or I really like her. The last, or possessive pronoun, is used when you're referring to something that is owned by a person whom you are also referring to, like this. Their sandwich looks tasty. I'm going to sit at his table. Most people will only choose one set of pronouns to use, whereas others may feel they prefer a combination of these sets used to refer to them. Have a look at your workbook and write down any possible combination of pronouns you can think of, or even that someone you know might use, and maybe write your own if you feel comfortable to do so. Remember, there are no wrong answers. Take this time to fill out your workbook. 5 minutes. Off you go. You may be confused about the pronouns they and them being used to refer to one person. You may also be having thoughts such as, that wasn't a thing when I was younger, or they never taught us about that in school. These are perfectly normal thoughts to have, as most schools still don't have this level of education about queer identity. So why would a person prefer to use they and them over she and her or he and him? The short answer is that some people feel more comfortable being referred to using they. The longer answer, and probably not the only answer either, is that their gender identity doesn't quite fit in with the binary genders and the pronouns we would usually use for them. This would be called non-binary, as in not in the binary of gender. There are many ways a person could be non-binary and use they/them pronouns. In the English language, it's common to refer to a person or group of people whose pronouns we do not know yet as they, until we are told otherwise. The sense of ambiguity or mystery from using it as a singular pronoun works well and provides comfort for someone who presents themselves as non-binary or otherwise androgynous. A trick for remembering to use new pronouns for someone you know who has recently came out to you is to refer to them as if you do not know them by the pronouns they used before. You can always use their name if you're not sure. As people may not look like the pronouns they use, it is important to ask beforehand. There is no shame in accidentally using the wrong pronouns. Once you know the right ones to use for somebody, just correct yourself and move on. The proper use of pronouns is a great way to prevent your transgender or non-binary peer or loved one from feeling like they're not being seen as their true self. Although we definitely understand that it is a learning process, and not something everyone can pick up easily right away. Here's another way to remember a person's new pronouns. This usually helps for me. Say their name and pronouns in different natural-sounding sentences, like this. That's my friend. They're really helpful. They give me their time to help me with my project. Without them, it would be really boring. This should help you become accustomed to how you would speak about them to other people. And it goes a long way, as they will definitely appreciate you taking the time to practice for them, even if they don't say it out loud. I've included an exercise in your workbook for you to practice your use of they and them pronouns. Work on this for as long as you'd like, and once you're happy with what you've written, read it in your head or even out loud. Before you leave the session, there's a physical feedback sheet or Google Forms link I would like you to fill out. It's only a few questions, and it really helps me develop the course. Hopefully this session was a good introduction to the course, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye for now.